Welcome to ShortView Trends, your morning market hit for Monday, 5th of July. What matters today and this week for traders? For most of the time in the life of the global equity market, risk appetite washes around the globe and is really pretty well correlated. That is, you see markets in Asia doing well overnight in London trading hours as we come into the morning session. Europe picks that up and then the US picks that up later on that day. In other words, markets tend to go up together around the world, or they go sideways or indeed down together. And that's the way it is for most of the time. But occasionally, and particularly when we're building towards a major pullback, that correlation of risk appetite across the globe starts to break down. Indeed, we often see some markets tracking sideways, some tracking lower, and others even tracking sharply higher to new multi-month, multi-year highs and potentially putting in blow-off tops. Well, today that pattern is playing out very much in that context. We see overnight in Asia some weakness once again in key Asian equity markets, the Shanghai Composite or the Hong Kong market as we're showing you now, much as we saw on Friday's trading session. And indeed, added to that, a number of European markets have tracked sideways in recent weeks or even given back some of their gains. If you look in Spain or Italy, it's been a tough couple of weeks over there in those equity markets. But at the same time, we're seeing blow-off tops potentially forming over in the States. On Friday, the US equity market, having ground higher for much of the past week, put in a pretty strong, decent return in the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. And we see some price action that really is reminiscent of that blow-off top price pattern that you often see at times like this. And all the while as this is playing out, our sell-off indicator continues to build above its key plus 20 level. At plus 20, it warns of a heightened risk of a wave of risk aversion, a likelihood of a near-term pullback in global equity markets. And with that, that's all confirmed by what we see in a whole bunch of other short-term models that we publish each and every day with our daily RAG publication. So to see how we're playing this, how we're positioning ourselves for what we see as a potential pullback, please see today's daily RAG available to subscribers via the website, or simply if you like what you see, sign up below for a 7-day free trial. Click on the link below, put in your name and email address, no need for credit card details, and we'll send you the daily RAG for free for 7 trading sessions. So what are we watching this week? Well, as always, a ton of stuff to keep an eye on. Price action, particularly in some of these key asset prices across the globe. 10-year bond yields in the US knocking on the door of a key support level. Will they break lower? Bitcoin, of course, trading sideways in recent weeks. Is it going to break out to the up or downside? And naturally, the equity markets and how they behave. Is there a blow-off top forming in the US equity markets? All of that we'll be watching closely. But in terms of macro and other stuff, other key events that could move these markets, there's the ISM Services Index coming out later this week. Today, the US is closed for Independence Day, but we've got the Fed meeting minutes on Wednesday. And then we've got a whole bunch of Chinese data probably on Friday, including inflation and possibly the total social financing data that's so critical to the outlook for the Chinese economy. So that's it from us. That's your morning market hit for Monday, 5th of July. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe to these free videos. On YouTube, simply search under ShortView Trading and click on the subscribe button, or follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and on Facebook. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Trade well.